Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by Lianhe Zhaobao, South Korean President Lee Jae-myung has nominated Han Seong-sook, the current Minister of SMEs and Startups, to serve as the country's next Prime Minister. The announcement was made by Presidential Chief of Staff Kang Hoon-sik during a press conference on Sunday, June 7. If her nomination is approved by the National Assembly, Han will become the second female prime minister in South Korean history, marking the first time in 20 years that a woman has held the position. Han Seong-sook is a former high-ranking technology executive who previously served as the CEO of Naver, South Korea's dominant internet portal and tech giant. Following the establishment of the Lee Jae-myung administration last year, she was appointed as the Minister of SMEs and Startups. Presidential Chief of Staff Kang described her as the ideal candidate to spearhead national development and successfully complete the country's transition into the era of artificial intelligence. The only other female prime minister in South Korea's history was Han Myung-suk, who served under the Rob Moo-hyun administration from April 2006 until March 2007. According to NHK, the sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, Kim Yo-jong, has strongly dismissed a White House statement claiming that the presidents of the United States and China confirmed their shared goal to denuclearize North Korea. In a statement published in North Korea's official Rodong Sinmun newspaper, Kim Yo-jong, a department director of the ruling Workers' Party, called the U.S. announcement a complete fabrication and preposterous false information. She asserted that Pyongyang holds the most accurate facts regarding the matter and accused some U.S. officials of failing to wake from their escapist and anachronistic dream. Furthermore, she emphasized that North Korea's status as a nuclear-armed state is an undeniable reality, regardless of foreign recognition. Her statement was released just one day before Chinese President Xi Jinping was scheduled to travel to North Korea. Meanwhile, the same newspaper reported that Kim Jong-un recently visited a munitions factory and set a target to expand the country's missile production capacity by 2.5 times under a new 5-year defense plan. According to Yonhap news agency, Nvidia Corp. Chief Executive Officer Jensen Huang met with the heads of South Korea's major gaming companies, NCSoft and Krafton, to discuss expanded collaboration in artificial intelligence and next-generation gaming technologies. During the third day of his 4-day visit to South Korea, Huang toured internet cafes in southern Seoul and held separate meetings with Krafton Executive Director Chong Byung-gyu and NCSoft CEO Kim Taek-jin. Discussions centered on AI, including Nvidia's RTX Spark platform for premium laptops and physical AI technologies, which align with Krafton's recent push into AI-driven robotics. During his tour, Huang also engaged with fans, generating excitement by mentioning NCSoft's upcoming game Aeon 2. Beyond the gaming sector, the tech executive has engaged with various Korean business figures, including dining with Hyundai Motor Group Executive Chair Wee Sun-chung. Later, Huang is scheduled to throw the first pitch at a baseball game hosted by the Doosan Bears, showcasing Nvidia's tight-knit relationship with Doosan Group's robotics division. According to a report by Yonhap news agency, thousands of protesters continued to stage a rally near a vote-counting facility in eastern Seoul for the third consecutive day on Sunday. The demonstrators claimed that last week's local elections were fraudulent due to ballot shortages and demanded a do-over of the elections. On Saturday, police estimated that up to 30,000 people had gathered, while around 3,000 protesters remained on Sunday. The protest erupted after ballot paper shortages at over a dozen polling stations across Seoul on Wednesday prompted temporary voting suspensions, causing some voters to leave without casting ballots. In the wake of the incident, National Election Commission (NAC) Chairman Rak Drai-dae and Secretary General Huang offered to resign. Meanwhile, the main opposition People Power Party, PPP, has intensified its calls for a new election. PPP leader Jong Un described the protests as an orderly civil resistance and demanded an immediate meeting with President Lee Jae-myung. President Lee previously expressed immense regret over the voting issue and urged authorities to determine the exact cause of the shortage. According to Thai Sounds, British media Financial Times reports that OpenAI is planning the largest ever redesign of its AI chatbot ChatGPT. The goal is to transform ChatGPT into a super app equipped with advanced coding capabilities and AI agent functionalities, aiming to boost revenue ahead of a potential initial public offering, IPO. Insiders reveal that this transformation is part of a broader restructuring plan at OpenAI, which shifts resources toward highly lucrative enterprise users while intensifying competition with rival Anthropic. The redesign will significantly elevate the status of OpenAI's programming tool, Codex, with updates expected to roll out in the coming weeks via ChatGPT's web and mobile applications. Furthermore, OpenAI is redesigning the ChatGPT interface to guide users toward built-in tools like image generation, coding, and third-party services from partners such as Canva and Booking.com. Currently, around 40% of OpenAI's revenue comes from its 2 million enterprise users, a share expected to rise to 50% by the end of the year. Reports suggest OpenAI may soon submit a confidential IPO application. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.